£1 double transfer. Liverpool are said to be increasingly optimistic about sealing moves for both Alexander Isak and Isak And Guehi before the transfer window comes to a close. The Merseyside outfit have already invested more than £300 million during this summer's recruitment drive, adding the likes of Florian Wirtz, Milos Kerkez, Hugo Ekitike, and Jeremy Frimpong to Arne Slot's squad. Even with those additions, Liverpool are not finished in the market. The sales of Darwin Núñez to Al Hilal and Luis Diaz to Bayern Munich have left the newly crowned Premier League champions lighter in attacking depth. To address that shortfall, Isak has been identified as the marquee solution. The Swedish striker has been Liverpool's top target throughout the summer. Newcastle turned down an opening £110 million proposal earlier this month, but reports suggest Isak has once again made clear to the Magpies hierarchy that his wish is to join the Reds. While Newcastle would prefer to retain their talisman, the Mirror claims an agreement could still be reached if two conditions are satisfied. Firstly, the Tyneside club want to bring in replacements, with Wolves forward Jorgen Strand Larsen and Brentford attacker Jon Wissa both linked. Secondly, Eddie Howe's side are standing firm on their £150 million valuation. At the same time, Liverpool are stepping up their interest in Crystal Palace skipper Mark Gay. The England international is now into the final year of his deal at Selhurst Park, and chairman Steve Parish is wary of losing him on a free next summer. Although Palace value Gay at around £40 million, Liverpool hope to negotiate for less. According to Fabrizio Romano, the Reds are preparing an opening bid close to £30 million. Meanwhile, another decision looms for Liverpool regarding Kostas Tsimikas. Roma are keeping tabs on the Greek left-back in the final stretch of the transfer window. Reports from Italy, via Gianluca Di Marzio, suggest the Serie A club may bide their time until the last hours of the market, in case Liverpool soften their stance. Gasperini views Tsimikas as a strong fit for Roma's squad, but for now the Italian side are only interested in a loan deal. That position contrasts sharply with Liverpool's preference, as the Anfield hierarchy would much rather sanction a permanent exit to guarantee a transfer fee, rather than face another unresolved situation next year. Liverpool's defensive equation Kostas Tsimikas' ongoing absence from Arne Slot's matchday squads has highlighted the uphill battle he faces to reclaim a place in the side. In Liverpool's thrilling 3-2 victory over Newcastle, four defenders were named among the substitutes, yet the Greek left-back was not included. The summer signing of Milos Kerkez has further altered the defensive picture, with the Hungarian now emerging as a genuine challenger to Andy Robertson for the starting role. This shift effectively places Tsimikas as the third option on the left flank, an unenviable position for a player who has enjoyed loyal support from the Anfield faithful since his 2020 arrival. While his reliability and work ethic are unquestionable, his opportunities for minutes look increasingly limited. With the transfer deadline fast approaching, the situation remains finely balanced. Roma are prepared to wait until the final hours, betting on Liverpool softening their stance. But unless the Reds agree to sanction a loan deal, the expectation is that they will hold firm. As Gianluca Di Marzio noted, everything will come down to the final hours of the transfer window, hinting at a tense conclusion to this saga. For Liverpool, the debate is not simply whether to let Tsimikas leave, but under what terms. Roma would welcome him on loan, but the Merseyside club are keen on a permanent sale. If neither side shifts their position, the defender may well remain at Anfield, despite the limited role awaiting him in Slot's plans. From the perspective of supporters, Tsimikas' story is bittersweet. He may never have been first choice, but whenever called upon, he has delivered his decisive penalty in the FA Cup final against Chelsea. Remains a cherished moment in recent club history. Fans still sing his name with affection, and his commitment to the cause has never been doubted. Yet the reality is clear. Arne Slot's project is moving forward. The signing of Kerkez signals Liverpool's intent to secure long-term solutions, rather than rely on short-term cover. That leaves Tsimikas in a difficult position. His qualities could serve him well in Serie A, but Liverpool must ensure their own squad balance is not compromised. From a practical standpoint, a permanent transfer seems the most logical resolution. It would generate funds for reinvestment and allow Tsimikas the chance to settle at a new club without uncertainty hanging over him. Roma may hope that delaying their approach will force Liverpool's hand, but the Reds under Slot have consistently demonstrated patience and discipline in the market. If he stays, fans will continue to back him wholeheartedly, but most recognize that his long-term future is likely elsewhere. The real question is whether Roma will step up with a concrete offer before the window shuts, or if Tsimikas will face another season stuck on the periphery at Anfield. Liverpool player request exit. Reds approved deadline switch on Wednesday. Gianluca Di Marzio revealed that his Roma are willing to wait until the very last hours of the transfer window to secure the signing of Liverpool left-back Kostas Tsimikas. Roma's opening proposal was turned down, but the Serie A side have remained optimistic about their chances of landing the Greek international. Their persistence now appears to be paying off. According to Gazzetta dello Sport, Tsimikas has formally asked Liverpool to approve a loan move, and the Reds have agreed to the request, supporting that claim. Il Tempo journalist Filippo Biafra has described the development as an important step in negotiations, with the 28-year-old edging closer to a straight loan switch to the Stadio Olimpico. Further, confirmation has come from La Repubblica, which also states that Liverpool are ready to give the green light for the defender's temporary move, possibly as soon as today. Tsimikas has yet to feature in the Premier League this season and has fallen further down the pecking order following the arrival of Milos Kerkez, with minutes becoming increasingly hard to come by. A switch to Roma offers him a chance to revive his career. Roma coach Gianpiero Gasperini, who has built a reputation for maximizing the potential of attacking fullbacks, is thought to be eager to work with him. Agreement on 5-year deal. Romano provides transfer update with implications for Liverpool. Meanwhile, Newcastle United's pursuit of a striker to eventually succeed Liverpool-linked Alexander Isak is becoming more complicated. Christopher Nkunku is no longer a realistic option, as Chelsea and AC Milan are close to finalizing a deal for the former Bundesliga star. Romano confirmed this morning on X, formerly Twitter, that Milan have reached an agreement on a 5-year contract for Nkunku, making his move to Serie A all but certain before the September 1st deadline. The future of Chelsea striker Nicholas Jackson, another potential target for Newcastle, is still uncertain. Chelsea, however, are said to be carefully monitoring the Isak situation before making any decisions regarding Jackson's future. This suggests they may be waiting to see if Newcastle accelerate their interest in Liverpool's target before determining whether to sanction a move to St. James Park. Newcastle's striker hunt continues for now. Newcastle remain focused on Wolves forward Jørgen Strand Larsen. Jan-Oj Figurtoft reported on X that the Magpies are eager to push a deal over the line, though Wolves' insistence on finding a replacement striker first makes negotiations tricky. Adding to the difficulty, a potential deal for Brentford's Jon Wissa has stalled. The Bees' heavy price tag has left the move looking increasingly unworkable. With only a few days left before the transfer window slams shut, Newcastle find themselves in a race against time. What it means for Liverpool and Alexander Isak. Uncertainty leaves Liverpool's pursuit of Isak hanging in the balance. Newcastle have consistently insisted that the Sweden international will not be allowed to leave unless they secure a new striker first. Yet, as the deadline approaches, that scenario appears less and less likely. The only realistic lifeline could come from Chelsea, should they decide to let Nicholas Jackson move late in the window. Without such assistance, Newcastle may be unable to sanction Isak's exit, potentially denying Liverpool their top attacking target of the summer.